Welcome to Keto Life Support, where we make your keto life sustainable, fun, and low stress. I'm Kim Howerton, and I'll be coming to you weekly with some of my keto besties to bring you the practical, real-world keto advice that you need. Quick disclaimer, I am not a doctor, and even if we do have a doctor in the house from time to time, he or she is not your doctor, and nothing we say on this show should be taken as medical advice. Always check in with a trusted medical professional about your own personal medical concerns.
Hello, this is Keto Life Support. Well, this is Kim Howerton, and the show is Keto Life Support. And today is episode 116, and we're talking about accountability. So what is accountability? You'll often hear people say, well, I need someone to keep me accountable, or I need an accountability partner, or something of that sort. Or people will come to me saying, will your program keep me accountable? And I think maybe people are misunderstanding the word accountability. Accountability is it's internal. It's not external. Now, I think we did a disservice when people were children and we called it like an accountability chart. Hey, you did the thing, gold star. You didn't do the thing, no gold star, right? That's not accountability. That's like grading. That's like getting a grade. That's judgment. That's approval, right? Accountability is inside yourself. It's knowing you said you would do something and then you did it. It's remaining conscious in those moments to say, am I still on track? I am still on track. Yes, no. If I'm starting to get off track, what am I going to do to come back? It's making and honoring internal commitments. That's what accountability is. So I want you to think about when you go to someone else and you say, I want you to keep me accountable here. They can't do that. They can't. Only you can do that. Can you ask them something specific? Yes. So if you have a job or a task to do or something where you're like, I got to get this thing done, and you ask a friend or a colleague to say, hey, I got to get this thing done by Friday, so I need to make sure I've started it by Wednesday. So can you text me on Wednesday? Do me a huge favor, text me on Wednesday and say, hey, have you started this thing yet? Now, somebody might be able to help you out that way because it's a thing, a very specific thing you have to get done by a very specific time, and somebody can check in. Now, I will say you can also just put a notice on your calendar to say, have you started the thing yet? And you can, just do that internally, but it's all right. It's totally okay to get help, to have someone else involved. But food is a bit of a different animal here because it's not like, oh, I have to make sure that I ate broccoli on Wednesday. That's not the thing you're struggling with. Right? The thing you're struggling with is in some random moment, you feel tempted to do something off your plan. Or in some distracted time, you didn't plan your day well, right? These moments come out of the corners in the shadows at really random unknown times. So accountability can't be outsourced. You have to, in that moment, have what you need to say, no, I'm not doing that. Or if you do start to drift off track, to stop yourself and say, hey, we're getting a little off track here. Let's bring it back in, right? And so there is absolutely 100% a skill set to learn. And you can, through coaching or a program like one of my programs, learn how to bring yourself back to center when things go off. But if you join program after program and always midway through stop taking it, if you hire people to help you and you just are like, it's not really working. If you buy cookbook or meal plan after meal plans are another thing, I'll get to those. And you're like, it's just none of these things work. The issue is not the program you bought, the meal plan you bought, the whatever you bought. It's the fact that you don't understand what true accountability looks like. And that's all internal. That's all staying committed to your goals. Am I saying you have to be perfect? Absolutely not. Perfection is only a theory. No one's proved it yet. But just the fact that you can keep yourself coming back to center, coming back to the desire, coming back to the commitment that you made to change your life. That is accountability. So a little bit about meal plans, because I just mentioned them. I think this is it's like a sister city of accountability. People are like, I don't know, I'm not very good at planning what to eat. I'm going to need a meal plan. Somebody else can give me a meal plan. So you buy a meal plan and then you get the meal plan and you're like, I don't like the things on this meal plan. I'm not using this meal plan. Yeah, because somebody else made the meal plan. Now, I'm not against somebody using a meal plan to learn a pattern, right? Nor am I against somebody having a partner or a coach to teach them more about accountability. But ultimately, what you have to do is transfer the skills to yourself. How do I make my own meal plan? How do I plan my day? How do I plan my meals? Right? Because time after time after time, I have clients who come to me who bought meal plans in the past, and maybe they followed them. I'm much more of a rebel than that. I'm like, this is terrible. I don't like tuna fish. But they followed them and they come to me and they're like 3 years into keto and they have no idea how to, plan a meal. I'm like, how is this possible? How do you not know what food does for you, what food is good for you, how to make choices? It's because they've just been using what someone else told them to do every day. They've been staying in that role of child. Just like we think accountability is about gold stars and pats on the head. No. Planning, strategizing, knowing what to do. It's about learning how to make things work for yourself and how to make decisions for yourself. And accountability is learning how to stay true to your own internal commitments. And this is why I say over and over again, if you let it be, this weight loss, fat loss journey can be your life's greatest teacher about how to have a life that works, not just with your weight, but your whole life. Because you can learn skills like boundaries, accountability, planning, strategizing, like all of that you can learn here, now. You can start. So I just want to put this out there that if you're looking to hire someone for accountability, well, I hope you pay them a lot because they're basically going to have to live in your head, live with you, text you every day, every minute, every day. And ultimately, I'm not sure that you will get anything out of that long term, except maybe some resentment and a feeling like you're regressing into being a child again. And maybe you're seeking that experience. Maybe you're tired of making all the decisions. You're tired of being an adult. You're tired of it. I get it. It's exhausting. But ultimately, this is a skill that you need to learn and you need to put in the time to learn it. And so I'm happy to help you with those skills and the tricks and the tips and the habits. But don't outsource your life. Take the time to learn the skills that will help you be a better person. Okay. All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Keto Life Support. Want more information? Want show notes? Want to suggest a topic? Just head over to ketolifesupport.com. That's where all that kind of thing can go on. By the way, I have a request. If you could go to your podcast host and hit subscribe, we would really, really appreciate it. And what would be even more awesome is if you could write a review. And what would be even more awesome than that is if you could write like a really flattering review. Just asking, you do you. All right. So thanks so much for joining us. I'm thrilled that you're part of the Keto fam. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.